Good morning. Well, it's actually good afternoon, because what happened this morning was Romee had her jabs yesterday and they've just completely wiped her out. So she had a big fat lie-in this morning, didn't you? Yeah, big fat lie-in. We are embracing the nice weather and I've decided we're going to go for a picnic. Yeah, picnic, woohoo! So I'm going to pack a blanket. I'm going to have to go to Sainsbury's to buy some snacks because I don't have any. Get some snacks and we're just going to sit in the park on the grass and have a nice picnic together. It's Romee's first picnic, so isn't that so exciting? Look how nice it is. Oh, clear blue skies, that's just what we like. One of the hardest tasks of the day is I've got to pick out what she's going to wear. I don't know whether to put her in a dress because it is still a bit of a chill. Like there's a bit of a chill in the air. So I'm thinking, do I put her in a dress? Or do I put her in a romper? Or do I put her in just a sleep suit so she's just like chilling? But I kind of want to wear a dress. I love this little dress. Maybe you should go do this one. Again, it's just a bit creased. Oh, and we could do that with a cardigan maybe, couldn't we? Because that's quite summery. Or we could do my favourite, well, that dress that I've just showed you is my favourite. Or we could do this one. Look how cute that is. Little bees. What do you want to wear? Bees or cherries? We'll have to have a think. Anyway, here's Romee Roo. Who's that big girl? Who's that? Romee Roo! Look how big you are! You're so excited. Got your legs going. Your legs are going, Romee Rose. So I'm going to get ready. I need to put a distraction on for Romee so I can get ready without her getting bored. And then we're going to go for a picnic. Romee has some dancing fruits on while Mama gets ready. Is everybody ready for summer? Oh, here's a little update. Romee had her jabs yesterday. Oh, it was so sad. She cried so much. And I don't think it helped because she was tired. It just made everything 10 times worse. Like it made the whole experience just horrendous for her. It was really sad yesterday. If you can see the state of my eyebrows, please don't comment. I'm aware, but I don't have time to sort them out right now. I don't know if you can hear, but the birds are tweeting right outside my window and it's just getting us so excited for summer. I find it easier to talk once my eyebrows are on because I don't think you can talk while you're doing your eyebrows because it's such a serious... you're making very precise marks, you know. They look so dark on the camera. Please don't look at them. I know they look horrendous, but I don't care. Because you know what? I don't have time to care. Because dancing fruits only works for so long. So I've just got to get ready, appreciate it, and then move on. This is my favourite concealer. I feel like you'll know who I got the recommendation from when I tell you what it is. The Collection Lasting Perfection. If that doesn't just instantly remind you of Zoe Sogg, I don't know what does. How is everybody else feeling? If you watch my videos and you're pregnant or if you've just had a baby or whatever, please let me know because I find it so interesting to know what it is, like what situation you're watching from. Do you know what I mean? Because I remember watching people's videos when they had a baby and I'd be thinking, like, this is my first, by the way. And I would be thinking, wow. Like they just have it all together. Like they're in a routine, like they know what they're doing. Like, I can't ever imagine myself being like that. But like now, now being on the other side, I'm like, no, I still haven't got a clue what I'm doing. Like we are in somewhat of a routine, I would say. We sort of know when... I can tell when she's tired, so I can tell when she's wide awake. I know what mood she's in now, like I know her really well now. But I just find it interesting to know, like, do people watch these, like, does anybody watch these videos to be like, oh, this is what I've got to come? Or is it just my mum watching? That's what I would like to know. Because I know my mum's a big fan. Do you know one thing that I've always found funny? my mum is the kind of parent that will see no wrong in her children. Like, she will see like the ugliest of pictures of me, and then she'll be like, you literally look beautiful. And I'm like, no, I don't, Mum, it's an ugly picture. And now I am that parent to Romee. Like, I can't see any wrong in her at all. Like, I can't imagine anyone looking at my child and thinking, oh, she's ugly. Like, there's just no one in the world that would think that, because she's just... And I know, like, obviously every parent thinks like that about their own child, don't they? But I just find it funny that, like, I used to find it funny that my mum was like that, and now I am that parent. But I'm also the kind of parent that doesn't like to admit that it can be a lot sometimes. I actually remember Romee had cried for about an hour straight, and then I settled that asleep, and then I started crying because I was so overwhelmed. And I went upstairs, and I was at Romee's dad's house, and he'd come upstairs and he was like, oh, she's just been in pain all day, hasn't she? And I was like, no, she hasn't. And he's like, well, she has, is she crying? And I was like, no, she hasn't, she's been fine. He was like, well, she has, because I could tell, like, you're crying for a reason. And the thing is, the way I see it, it's never Romee, it's the situation that we're in. Do you know what I mean? She was crying, and I was upset because she was crying, and I didn't know what was wrong. That was why I was upset. Because I just was like, I'm a mum, I should know. Like, I should know what the problem is, and I should know how to fix it. When in reality, like, let's be honest, nobody in the world is Superman, are we? You know what I mean? We're all winging it, and we're all going with the flow. I need more space on my windowsill. Also, I didn't think it would be this soon, but I've just watched back all of my pregnancy videos that I made, and you know what, it just warms my heart. Like, when I think back to, like, even little things like my 12-week scan, which was my first NHS scan, to think how excited I was for that scan, and then to be sitting here with the baby that was that scan, I'm like, oh, that's so special. And I would recommend, if you're pregnant, like, you don't have to upload it, but, or even film as long as I did, but you should document it. Even if you go home and you just record a little video of yourself saying, oh, I've just had my 12-week scan, this is how I felt, these are the pictures. It's so nice to look back on. In the videos, I'm like showing my bump, which like isn't a bump at all. But it was a bump to me, and it was really exciting. And I just thought it was really cute. I also have the joys of trying to get Romee to wear a sun hat today, which she doesn't like her little beanie with the two little bobbles. She doesn't like that one. She doesn't like wearing any hat, to be fair. But she also doesn't like the sun in her eyes. So she's going to have to wear some form of hat. And I just can see already it's going to be a nightmare. But you know what? Nothing's going to ruin this day for me. Do you know one thing I do think was nice? Somebody commented on one of my videos saying that she really liked my mum content and that it was very relatable. And I actually thought that was so nice. I don't just want to create content for other people, like I also enjoy it for myself as well. And I think being a new mum, you often question, oh, am I doing this right? Or is this normal? Or do you know what I mean? If you're a new parent, I'm sure you feel the same. So when she was like, oh, it's so relatable, I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm not alone. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I just love having a little community where I can share and have like messages and comments. Like, I had a few people message me on Instagram saying that they liked the mum content because it was relatable, and I'm like, oh my God, yes, like, I'm not alone. So that is really nice to know if you're a parent and you're watching and you're thinking, yep, I know exactly how that feels. Please let me know so I know that I'm not alone. Here's a little epiphany. Is that the word? I don't know if this is what it's called, but maybe it is. So, when I was pregnant, I was so focused on my body and being scared about what my body was going to look like, etc, etc, etc. Which I think everyone does. I'm not going to lie. Like, it frustrates me when people say, like, your body isn't everything. You shouldn't always care what you look like. Like, I'm sorry, but everybody cares what they look like. Everyone does. And I think it's important too, because you should want to, like, I don't know, I think you should care about yourself. But I remember my sister saying she was worried because we both grew up dancers. Then I started modelling. And if you know that sort of world, you know it's like quite a brutal one, especially for like body image. Can you hear Romee? I remember my sister messaging me saying she was worried about how I was going to feel about my body. And it like me like beating myself up over my postpartum body. Which it is a huge shock because instantly from giving birth, you're like, oh, this is very different. And it feels like an instant shift in like the body you've known has completely changed. Then, as soon as I turn the camera on, she goes again. How I'm feeling at the minute in regards to my body, it certainly doesn't look how it did before. And that was the part that always worried me. I'm gonna get all deep and emotional for like 2 seconds. So I had quite a rough teen years. I had a lot going on. I ended up feeling quite down, let's say. I don't want to go into a lot of detail because I don't want to make it morbid, but I'm sure you can understand what I mean. I started to feel really down, and then I was like questioning my existence and all this jazz. And then slowly started feeling better. And then I thought I was happy, fell pregnant. And this me thinking I'm happy at this point. Then had Romee. I've experienced a whole nother type of happiness that I've never, ever even known could ever even exist. And if I could go back to my pregnant self, I would say your body is going to change and it isn't going to look how it did before. However, there's a whole new version of you. She's ruining a deep moment. There's a whole new version of you that you love more than you love your old body. And that's how I'm feeling. Like my body looks completely different. But the person that I am now and the person I can see myself becoming and like focusing on being the kind of parent I want to be, all of that makes it all worth giving up that body. But it's so in your head, and I'm sure people will be able to agree. I'm sure you'll be able to relate on how I feel. But you just sort of, when you're in that world of body image being so important, that tends to be all you can focus on, especially if you're a dancer, I'm sure you can agree. That's all that's drilled into you, that's all that matters, how you look. And now I've had a baby and I'm a mum. It's like not as important, and I've started to look okay again in my clothes that I used to wear pre-Romee, so I'm starting to feel much better in myself. I don't know where I'm going with this, but what I'm trying to say is if you're pregnant and that is something that really concerns you, just think about the person that you're going to become, because that, I promise, you will love that person so much more than you'll love your old body. But on that note, let's get ready. This is something that I bought that I can finally wear again, and it's just a little cycling jacket that is covered in hair and needs lint rolling. I say this is something I can fit into, bar the boobs. The boobs are still boobing. They've not went back down to original size yet, but they've went down a lot from what they were. I never actually produced a lot of breast milk, but when I was, my boobs obviously got bigger. And they've not really went back down, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with big boobs. One of Romee's favourite things to do is look in the mirror at herself, which I'm not surprised because have you seen her? Here she is. Who's that? Who's that, Romee? Who's that? Here we are, ready to go. I think I might have showed my outfit. Here's Romee's. She's just got this little plain white romper on. I've still put some tights on just because apparently there is a little bit of a chill, so we don't want her getting cold. And she's just got these little shoes on. She's feeling a bit needy today because obviously she had her jabs yesterday. So I think she's feeling a little bit uncomfortable. So I don't know how this is going to go, but I guess we'll see. Maybe just lots of cuddles. Lots of cuddles outside. Yay! Say yay! You're a beautiful girl. Look at Romee's sun hat. How cute. How cute do you look? How cute. Oh, I actually can't tell. How cute is she? Oh my god, I'm literally literally crying. That's my Romee. That's my Romee. He's so cute. Oh, she's so cute. Anyway, we're ready to go now. So we'll see. I can't get over look. Oh my goodness. 2, 3. Ooh. You coming with Mama? Oh. Lift your hat up. There. He's a papa. Hello, I just thought I would update. We are at the park. I just popped to the shop to buy some snacks and I was just on the phone to my granddad. As you saw, I bought a nice little bit hit. I thought we'll keep it healthy somewhat because I did buy some vegetarian sausage rolls. So I've just got some veggie sausage rolls, pink lady apples. I did want strawberries but they didn't have them in. Just my little bit hit, which is actually really refreshing because let me tell you, pushing a pram uphill is a completely different experience. Who can't see a thing because your hat is in the way. But one thing that always worries me, right, is going anywhere because I'm worried that Romee's gonna cry. And the thing is, like, I shouldn't ever be worried because that's what babies do. Does anyone else feel like that, where you just think, like the other day I was thinking, oh, it would be a lovely day for a picnic, and I thought, oh, we can't do that till Romee's older. And then I was like, why? Like, why do we need to wait? Like, she can just lie on her blanket and play with some toys. And if she has a little cry, then that's fine. She has a little cry. But I get so worked up and worried about what people are going to say about her crying, when in actual fact, it's not really anybody else's business, and that's just what babies do. So this is your reminder, if you're like me and you get worried, to just ignore what people think. If you want to go for a picnic, go for a picnic. And we've actually had a really nice time so far, just chilling. So look, the fishy go splash, splash. Not the turtle dive down. For like 5 minutes. I put her back in the pram and just rocked her. She went straight back to sleep. But I think she's tired again because she didn't have a proper sleep. So we're gonna change our little nappy and then have a big snuggly snuggle. What are you talking? What are you saying? Go on then. You say it. Romee, say it. Anything else? Thanks for sharing that with the group. But yeah, I'll probably leave this vlog here. If you did enjoy it, remember to like, comment and subscribe, and me and probably Romee will see you in next week's video. Say goodbye.